So this is the start of my new video kind of blogging that I'm going to be doing quite often, and this is called My House and Other Animals. So I'm going to start introducing you to how I live and all the animals that I have here. So as you've already seen, this is Papagay. I'm just going to grab Papagay off the door because you shouldn't really live on the door. Step up. Good girl. So this is Papagay, and she steps up very well. Let me just put her back on her perch. Good girl. And I'm just going to spin the perch round. And then if I shut the door, she won't go on the door. So here is Papagay. She is a blue and gold macaw, and she is around a year old, I think now. We think she's female, but she hasn't been DNA tested yet. So we're going to sort that out. But she lives in here. This is her perch, and she flies around the house. She's got free flight, and she goes on a harness with Carl every day, and she flies outside, but on her harness. So she's really good in her harness. She loves that now. And this is her cage. So at night she's in the cage, but in the day she can fly to the top perch, and she's got, oh, there she goes. As you can see, she can she's got all her chewy toys here. She got loads of, she loves paper at the moment. Paper's great. So yeah, she flies around. And then I'm going to introduce you to the two canaries. Now the canaries are new. This one here is Custard, the more yellow one, and we think Custard is the boy. And this one here is Rhubarb. And Rhubarb practically spends her time in this bowl, so we think possibly she's a female and she quite likes to nest. Papagay, get off here. Get off. Good girl. Step up. Good girl. Put Papagay back onto the porch. Perch, not porch. Perch. Okay, get off. There we go. I've just been hoovering. I hoover 3 times a day, I guess, because you can imagine with Papagay chucking her seed everywhere. So here we have the 2 parrotlets. So here they are. These are the parrotlets. And they're new as well. Papagay, she's getting very jealous. So we're going to get them a new cage. And then they will also, they see the doors open. That's because they can have free flight around the room as well if they wish. Here is my panther Chameleon. This is David Attenborough, and he's got his heat lamp, so he's under there. He's got a really nice big vivarium, and that is full of lots of different plants. So there's a ficus, there's a pothos, there is a bird of paradise, there's a bromeliad in there. So he's quite happy. Just going to open the door so you can see him a little bit more. He's just had a shed. You can see he's still got a little bit of shedding going on. Hello, David Attenborough. Sir David Attenborough. So he does come out. He likes to come out and have a wander around the room. Because he's been shedding, he's been a bit grumpy and he doesn't want to come out at the moment. So over here on the desk we have 4 poison dart frogs. So this is their bioactive vivarium, and as you can see, I'm just going to show you these guys. There's 4 blue tinks. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys are really bold. You can see this one actually is thinking about hopping out. They're due to be fed, so they're going to have flies soon, and they have micro crickets. I'm just going to pop this little guy. Okay, go out. That's it, in you go. There we go. I'll just open the other door for you. So I really like this setup. They've got a waterfall that I clean out every week and put fresh water in. Lots of plants, so it's all growing. It's all growing actually very well. There's a sound light on here, which is absolutely brilliant. Can you see them? So this very clever LED light that I got in America, that I couldn't get in England, I'm just going to show you, is absolutely brilliant. It's because you can press this button here. I've got the remote control, and we can change to thunderstorm mode. There you go. So now we get little lightning storms, and every so often the lights will actually flicker like lightning. I'll just turn it up a little bit, so I've got volume on here. There we go. Well, it's got a little receiver that I'm using. So you might be able to hear the rain shower. I'm just going to get Papagay. Step up, darling. Step up. Step up. Papagay, get off the computer. Step up. Hey, get off. The Papagay was on the computer. We're doing accounts today, so not much fun, but it's quite nice having the backdrop of the frogs. And in here we've got a Glis Glis. Okay, so I make a lot of my cages I use are pieces of furniture that I upcycle. There we go. So the Glis Glis, I'm going to try and show you. Let's have a little look. Now this is one grumpy creature. Wait a second. There, this is the furry thing. There you go. She's in her coconut. So she's a kind of dormouse, a very big dormouse. So the Romans used to eat them. And then in here we have the African pygmy hedgehog. He's asleep. Where is he? It's Mr. Pricklepants. So Mr. Pricklepants is asleep in his cage because he's nocturnal. Okay, so that's the front room. Oh, and the hare. So Jigget is the hare, and this is the hare's cage, but the hare never lives in the cage. She literally goes into wee and poo, and she eats her food's in there, and her hay, but she runs around the house, so she's never shut in the cage at all. So the little door here is open all the time. Let's go and see if I can find the hare. Let's have a little look. Ah, well actually I've got a poorly chicken at the moment. So the chicken is in because, as you can see, she's an AM Sarami, but she's been very pecked by the others, which is a recent thing. The pecking order's all changed. So I brought her in today. She's had a little Botanica bath. So we use this great product here called Botanica, and it's a cleansing wash, and it's got tea tree oil, lavender. It's really good. So she's had a bath and she's by the radiator here, and she's just drying off, and she's got a little bit of food there, and then I'll put her back out. It's quite cold here in the UK today, so I'm gonna leave it in a bit longer. Now I'm going to try and find the hare. She might be in here. I don't know. Is she in here? No. Oh, let's go back. Try and find the hare. Can I find the hare? She's probably hiding under a piece of furniture. Maybe I missed her in the front room. Aha, here she is. I missed her. She was underneath the frogs. So, here. Hello. This is Jigget. Hello, Jigget. And like I said, Jigget just has her places around the house that she runs around. And she's very, very friendly. And we've had Jigget about 3 years maybe. And she's a female. And she just hops around and does her thing. So outside we have, I'm not going to introduce you to all those animals right now. We're just going to head to the back door of the house, and outside we have an aviary here, and there's 2 quails, 2 Aylesbury ducks, and 10 chickens, a mix of cockerels and hens, but they're all wandering around because they're all free range. Oh, there's one of the cockerels has gone under the caravan. Okay, bring it back in. So I'm going to build a new bird cage here. So this will be, we're going to have a big piece of furniture to make the biggest size cage we can. There's Jigget. Hi Jigget. Hello Jigget. Popple guy, I'm just going to get Popple guy here. Popple guy, come here. Good girl. So yeah, we're going to build a big cage. That's the next job for the animals. And that's our life with some of the animals. And just to add, we do have 17 horses here as well. They're all up in the paddock, so there we go. Oh, just a couple of things I've missed are the locusts. The locusts that feed the chameleon, the flies, and the crickets all feed the frogs. So we'll include them as care animals as well. So that's all for now. And I'll introduce you to them all in a bit more detail soon. Bye.